G'day folks, welcome to another PTP Fishing, and unbelievably, considering we're getting very close to the end of January, my first morning or first day on the water in the new year. So I'm at Lake Kurwongbah. I'm here pretty early. I've done really well. I haven't fished any of my little stop-off points that I normally do before I head up the lake, and I'm about halfway up the lake already. Got a couple of areas that I just want to throw a surface lure around quickly, and then it's just purely an experiment after that, because I don't think I've been here for most probably 6 or 8 weeks. So hopefully it's not too big a learning curve and I find a few fish, put a video together for you guys. I hope you enjoy it. Welcome to another PTP Fishing. Yes. Wow. I will not lie, that has taken quite some time to get a bite. I have surface fished. I've fished with a spinnerbait quite comprehensively and did not have a touch. So it's my first bite. What time have we got? 6:30, so that's an hour and a half of fishing, and that's the first fish. So this fish number 1 for 2024, and it's tiny. Look at that, caught on the rear hook as well, so even that one wasn't switched on properly. Anyway, we've broken the donut, nothing to write home about, but a fish is a fish. I've really been looking forward to today for several reasons. Obviously to get on the water, but also I've got a whole bunch of new toys to play with as far as rods and reels. I've got a whole heap of Shimano product that I'm testing for Fishing Monthly magazine. So it's a Shimano Corrado HG 200 reel, some of their new braid, which I can't think of the name of right at the moment, but I'll put it around me somewhere, and one of their top end graphite rods, and it's a really cool looking thing. One of the Zodiases, really lightweight but plenty of guts and plenty of power in it. So looking forward to give this a try. I've got some lures as well, but they'll rely very much on me finding the right situation to use them. I'll take you through the other outfit as I go along, but yeah, been really looking forward to getting on the water, wetting a line and testing out some of this stuff from Shimano. Okay, let's see if we can find that one's bigger brother. I think what's been interesting so far is there's a lot of floating weed and stuff in the water, so you can see through the holiday period that there's been plenty of ski boat activity on the water, and particularly now with the water levels being up. What tends to happen with that is they'll go in even shallower and chop the weed off, and yeah, just creates a lot of floating debris in the water. So you know, fishing spinner baits or fishing these lipless crankbaits like the V-blade that I use with this inline singles on it. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, that's definitely a better one. Just means that you get through all this weed and can actually fish rather than trebles getting fouled up on all the weeds. So it's not much bigger, but I'd say that's at least a legal fish. So that's a couple in quick succession. Maybe I've just found a few. Excellent. So that's definitely a better fish. What I was trying to explain to you, so the V-blade and the Obsession spinnerbaits that I use, you can fish them around this weed, and because of the inline singles that are put onto these and the way a spinnerbait works, generally you can fish them and they'll get through that weed, and at least you're fishing productively most of the time. But you'll only just be legal, but it's an improvement on the first one. Easily legal, 31.5 centimetres. Thanks for coming. See ya. Always a nice feeling when you pick up a couple of fish in quick succession. Kind of makes you feel like you haven't wasted your time getting up so early in the morning. You know, I don't mind if they're sort of that 30 centimetres. Happy to avoid the super small ones, but you know, once they're 35 plus, then they definitely put a bend in a fishing rod. So we'll see if there's a few more here. Yes, there is. Oh, not a bad one either. Caught him so close to the kayak that he's just come straight in. Oh, what are you doing, buddy? Come on, don't want to lose you. Come on. Yeah, baby. Oh, now that's a bit of fun. Slowly getting bigger, 34 centimetres. Cool. So the V-blades just keep producing. It's one of the original colours, so that's the gold colour. I haven't been fishing the waterway, as I've mentioned, but Jake, who fished with me a few times, and I've sort of shown him around occasionally, he's been out on the water and he's been doing quite well on this colour, so hence why I put it on. So 5 centimetre V-blade in the gold colour. Yep. It's only a little one this time. Or is he just swimming to me and he doesn't know he's hooked? Hard to tell. No, it's only a little one. It's okay. I've gone from catching nothing to pretty much catching a fish every drift. I'd always intended to come here, as into this spot, and as I was coming down the lake there was another kayaker here, so I kind of resigned myself to the fact that I most probably would be wasting my time because the other kayaker was already here and obviously wasn't going to come and pinch his spot on him because he'd got here first, but he left. So I thought, well, do I come in here because he's most probably left because he's not catching anything, or do I trust my instincts? So I kind of glad now that I did trust my instincts, because, as I said, everywhere else I've tried, I did not have so much as a nibble. And now, that's what, 4 or 5 fish in pretty quick time, which I'm stoked about. One more cast, we might go back, do that drift again. It looks like my little hot bite has come to an end. Only a little one, but I got a tap a couple of casts earlier, so again, there's so much weed in here compared to when I fished last time that just got to find that edge of that weed and where these fish might be active. There we go. Not a big one, 28 centimetres. See you, matey. Off you go. Come on. Smashed. There we go. Oh, that could be a better fish, or has he just wrapped me in the weed? Might have just wrapped me in the weed, I think. Yeah. He had about 3 goes at it, that fish, before he hooked up. Nice, found another patch. So that's the biggest one out of this corner, 30 centimetres. See you later, buddy. Now I've got to untangle my lure out of the net. What a mess. There we go. Shows you. Very hard to fish areas like this when the kayak's moving this much. A little bit better. Little bit better. Still not the size we're after, but better than that little 23 I got just before. Very, very touchy as to where they're sitting, these fish. All the bites have come from back there. You'd think they'd be here as well if they're back there. They're not. One cast there and we'll go back and do that drift again. Okay. Oh. Yep. There you go. Again, I don't think he's huge. In fact, he's just got me caught in some weed, I think. Anyway, that's another fish. They definitely want the lure going a certain way. Oh. God, did that same drift coming the other way, never even looked like getting a touch. Again, this is small fish. Just shows you they want that. Oh, he's not as small as I thought, actually. That's one of the bigger ones out of this corner. Nice. Just shows you I was drifting back this way, never had a touch. As soon as I turned around, flicked the other way, first cast. Oh, unbelievable. Oh, I am going to look forward to showing you this lure. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, I've got a few Shimano lures that I want to try out of their bantam range, and this one completely and utterly intrigued me. It's like a little mini swim bait, and I just thought, while I found this little bunch of fish, I'll give it a swim. Well, I didn't get a chance to give it a swim because the fish hit it on the drop. Anyway, I'll show you this lure in a second. So what an introduction to a lure. It was first cast, I didn't even get to retrieve it. It's only a little fish, but there it is. Again, not 100% au fait with all the names of these Shimano lures as yet, but I know it's in their little bantam range. Like I said, it's a little mini jointed swim bait. Has a really cool action. So the joys of glitching GoPros. So I didn't want to leave that fish out of the water for too long, but I'll go back to this lure. So there it is. So it's a little jointed swim bait, be about 65, 70 mil, and then it's got that little detachable plastic tail on the end of it. Snakes in the water when you retrieve it, or don't retrieve it and still catch fish. But yeah, it's a bantam, in the bantam range from Shimano. I have a description and everything around me, but what a great way to start with that lure. So this is the second outfit that I'm again trying out from Shimano for Fishing Monthly magazines, and this is the exciting bit for me. This is one of the new Stradics. So these Stradics have won awards across the world. So I've had limited opportunities to cast it so far, just the surface lure this morning, and obviously that one cast with the little mini swim bait. It's on a Shimano X-Pride rod. It's nice and light again, full graphite. Love the cork grips. It's a little bit shorter, I think it's about 6'10". Ideal for this sort of kayak fishing and casting these lighter lures all the way down to most probably blades and those sort of things. Nice little tippy action to it. So that's the first fish on this reel, on the Stradic, and very quickly again it's one of the Shimano braids. That's actually 4 pound, and I've got 10 pound leader. Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh, hello, I think I found a new favourite lure to play with. How awesome was that bite? So the beauty of these little swim baits is you've got to fish them slowly. I mean, you can retrieve them, and obviously the action is amazing on them. And that is definitely fish of the day. What a cracker. Now that's more like it, isn't it? What a ripper of a fish. Ripper for today anyway. I reckon that's beaten anything today by most probably 3 or 4 centimetres. There's that lure again. Wowee. Just shows you. Experiment a little, have a little play, and you get results. So that fish is definitely worth another look. As I said, by far biggest fish of the day. 37 centimetres, again, no monster. Kurwongbah these days, 40 is most probably a good fish. That's a great fish for today. See you later, mate. Now I call these types of lures patience baits, because you've got to have the patience to fish them correctly. You really need to give it time to sort of sink down. A couple of tweaks just to keep it moving, and then let it sink down again. And then in the end, you've got to really wind very, very slowly just to get that action going. And as you've seen, these fish, if they want it, they will and truly smack it. So if I can do that a couple more times, I'll be very, very happy indeed. Here, fish splashing around behind me. Of course, what happens? I miss the hook up. At least it's a more committed bite. Thank you. So that's as good a note as any to finish this PTP fishing. I've had a lot of fun. It's been nice to put a bend in the fishing rod for the first time in 2024. It's nice to have some new stuff to play around with. I'm really going to enjoy mucking around with this Shimano stuff. Hopefully there'll be plenty of stuff in upcoming videos using it. And there's no question at all, I most probably keep on fishing today. But I think this fish is as good as anything to finish this one on. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, don't forget, like, subscribe and help me grow the channel, and I'll catch you next time from PTP Fishing. See ya. Nice chunky one that I picked up on the way back. Just playing around